Check 1 2, check 1 2. What up? It's your man RTP, Skull Gang in the building.
Skull Gang!
Y'all know what time it is. I know you're thinking, wait, what? Didn't we just go live? Yeah, you get a double header today. So the press conference came out today. And you know, if I'm going live right after a press conference, there's something that I wanted to share with you guys. Now, this won't be a long. We got the instrumentals in the background. We got the ticker going, but this won't be a long live stream. Just thought that this might be something that you guys want to I'm fading away. Want to listen to. This is titled, "Why Did He Say That?" With the mad emojis. With the mad emojis. Why did I put the mad emojis? A lot of times, if you look at the comment section of these press conferences, you see things like, oh, Todd Bowles saying the same old stuff. Todd Bowles saying same coaching, PR talk, whatever. And I'm here to tell you that that's not true. It never has been true. One of the biggest things that I try to tell fans, all kind of fans, is when you're trying to learn about your team, one of the most important things is to know your head coach. Know your coaching staff. When I say know your coaching staff, I don't mean know their names or know what they do. Know who they are. Are they the type of person that'll come on here on the press conference and just lie to you? Are they the type of person that'll come on here and sugarcoat things? Are they the type of person that'll come on here and say how it is? Are they the type of person that'll come on here and say too much? Are they the type of person to come on here and don't say anything? Do they get snarky with the beat writers or the reporters? Do they get an attitude? Do they have a short fuse? There's, all coaches have different personalities. Some coaches will come on here and just talk to the media. Some coaches will come on here and talk to the players through the media. They know that their players watch it, so they watch what they say because they know their players will be on there watching and listening to the media. It's a very important thing to know is these coaches. How do they talk? Now, we knew Bruce Arians, he'll smack your bottom right in front of the reporters and throw you under the bus. He'll throw any player under the bus. Y'all got to be accountable. I'm gonna hold you accountable in the rooms, in the meeting rooms. I'm gonna hold you accountable when I'm talking to the reporters. Now, Todd Bowles is not so much like that. Todd Bowles will protect players from the media. If the media is being a little too hard, he will protect players from the media. But Todd Bowles also, if he knows that you need to hear something, he's going to say it through the media. If he needs you to hear that you're not ready, he will say it in the media. If he needs you to hear that you need to do more of this or do better at this, he will say it in the media. So Todd Bowles doesn't really lie. Again, he might protect somebody a little bit and might sugarcoat a little something, something, one of his players, but he'll pretty much tell you the truth. And when it comes to a lot of these questions that the journalists ask Todd Bowles, he pretty much tells you the truth. Now, he won't tell you the game plan. He's smart about that. But he'll tell you the truth about what just happened or how he feels about the game. The problem that a lot of the media and some fans have with Todd Bowles is they think that he's doing PR talk or coaching talk. He's not. He's giving you NFL real talk. He's being real with you. You think it's fake talk because you don't understand that this is how a real head coach or a good head coach should look at things and analyze things. You guys think he's just trying to not say nothing and just be bland and do PR talk. He's not. He's telling you the truth. You guys are just not knowledgeable enough, and I'm not speaking to anybody in this room. I'm just speaking to the universe, to the online, on the line. I'm just speaking to people that might run across this. He's being honest because let's face it, with a headline like that, why did he say that? And the emojis of the mad face, there's going to be a lot of people clicking on this to see, RTP's mad about what his coach said. But I'm here to tell you, he's being honest. He's being real. Now, we're not going to go through the whole press conference. There's just this one part. It's kind of the middle of his press conference. This one part and the end, towards the end as well. And that's pretty much it that I want to talk to. I think is the two important things that happened in this press conference. I kind of lost the spot. I hope this is the spot. Let me see.
To maintain over a long period of time.
As coordinators, you always look and see what you can do better first.
Okay, so this is it right here.
As coordinators, you always
let's go back a little bit.
Balance and the running game. And you're trying to remember
for the next game.
Here we go.
Time to think about it.
How difficult is it for you and Dave to, on the day after you go over the tape and you're trying to remain committed to balance and the running game and then you don't get rewarded for it. So how difficult is that to maintain over a long period?
How difficult is it to maintain the run game for a long period of time when you're not getting rewarded for it?
As coordinators, you always look and see what you can do better first as coaches. And then we try to look and see if the scheme was working, if we need to tweak or do certain things. Again, it's Dave's first time calling it too after 3 games.
First, he's telling you what a real head coach should be doing. One, the first thing, what can we do that is better on tape? We're looking at tape. What are we doing that we can do better? What can we scheme up better? Not just technique-wise, what can our players do that is better? But scheme-wise, how can we make our players better? How can we scheme this up better? Then he hits you with the reality. This is not coaching talk. This is reality. The reality of it's game 3. Dave Canellis, this is his 3rd game. He's not going to be Byron. He's not going to be the guy that he named. He's not going to be an elite play caller. It's game 3. He's still learning. This is the reality. He's not sugarcoating nothing. He's not giving you PR talk. He's not trying to not answer the question. He's telling you the real answers.
He's not going to be Mike Martz. He's going to be good in his own way, but don't expect him to come out here and have, the greatest show on turf. He's a good coordinator. He's very smart. He understands where his help is. They're going to get better every week. And
some other things right there. He understands where his help is. That's letting you know what we talked about earlier on the other streams, that, he's getting information from other places. He's going to learn how to accept the information or say, okay, I'm going to take that and let's capitalize on that. Or, okay, I'm going to ignore that. I still want to stick with this game plan. Or, you know what? I still want to do with my idea. He's got to learn how to give and take. He's still learning this process. He's still learning the play call, how to play call. He's learning. Oh, this is a process. And then Todd Bowles is basically saying, like, it's game 3. Like, it's okay. Like, we get it. I already know. I know the expectations. I held my expectations down. I know what's going on. It's week 3. It's okay. And there's good things that he's doing already right now that we like already. But there are holes in his game, but we're not saying it as a negative because it's week 3. Of course there's going to be holes in. This is 3rd game play calling.
We go with that.
Is there value, Todd, in running the ball 20, 25 times, even if you're not getting the yards per carry that you want?
As long as it's not a blowout, yes, it is value in it. If you get behind, you got to throw the ball, obviously, but the value in the carries takes time off the clock. It gives the defense a rest. Hopefully, it wears the other team down some to where you can do some play action things and necessary like that. It doesn't necessarily go in the big runs. It's almost like the time of possession, the wear down process, and the heat in Tampa, giving the defense a rest. It's all inclusive.
So now he's breaking that down because people are making a big deal about that. Week 1, week 2, and week 3. Oh, we're not able to run the ball. We're not able to run the ball. Okay, week 1, we didn't run the ball the way we wanted to, but it did its job. I said that week 1. People were disagreeing with me about that. Yes, I understand we wasn't getting big runs. We wasn't like, oh, they can't stop the run. We're killing them. Oh, but it did its job. It killed time, and we was getting 3-4 yards here and there. And it kept our defense on the sideline as well as their offense. It did the job. Week 2, it did the job and even a little bit better. And week 3, it didn't do its job at all. It was hurting us more than anything. But again, week 3 as an offensive coordinator, these are things he's gonna learn. When does it start hurting us, and when is it still doing its job?
You want to be better in the run game. You want to break some runs. It's week 3. You win the game any way possible. Right now, if we can win the game throwing the football, I'll take it. If we can win the game running the football, I'll take it.
How would you assess your run blocking for the first 3 games of the season?
Still work in progress, work in progress. Can't say it's up and down. First game was tough sledding. They had extra guys up there. The second game, we got going a little bit. Third game, we faced a tough D-line. It's going to be like that every week. You got to take.
He just broke it down again. Broke down each game. Let's say one more time.
First game was tough sledding. They had extra guys up there.
First game was tough sledding. They had extra guys up there. So first game was maybe not all of us, but because they were really game planning to stop the run. They had a lot of guys up there. Second game,
we got going a little bit.
Still wasn't where we wanted, but yeah, we got going a little bit. Our run game did its job, and it was a little bit better than the first week. What about the third game?
Third game, we faced a tough D-line. It's going to be like that every week.
Third game, we went against monsters, bro. Like, it just is what it is. It's not nothing to cry about. It's not nothing to panic about. It's NFL football. This is what the NFL is for. This is what it's about. There's going to be teams with trash O-lines. There's going to be teams with monster O-line. And like I said in the last stream, there's not many, I'm sorry, D-lines. There is not many, well, I said that about the O-line. There's not many O-lines we're going to be going against that's going to punk our D-line like that. And same is with the D-line. There's not many D-line that's going to be killing us like that. Now, again, will there be a lot of teams that'll stop the run? Yeah, we'll run into a lot of teams that'll stop the run and will struggle in the run. But this was because of their D-line. Again, week 1, we struggled with the run. Did he say the D-line? No. He said there was a whole bunch of people up front. They crowded the box. That's why it was hard to stop the run. This one wasn't about that. This game was about the D-line. This is what coaches do. This is how you guys should be breaking things down. Don't just sit there and look at the numbers and say, oh, well, we only had so many amount of yards. We couldn't run the ball. But why? Stats just tell you the ending of the story. This is how stats tell the story of a football game, right? Little Red Riding Hood took a picnic basket to her grandmother, and her grandmother died. So now, what does that stat tell you? That if you wear a red hood and you take a picnic basket to your grandmother, she's gonna die. Because that's the ending of the story. You forgot the part where the werewolf or the wolf goes and eats the grandma. That's why she died. You forgot to add that part. You forgot to add the monstrous D line that stopped them. That's the part. You forgot to add the week 1, they put a lot of people in the box. That's the important part of the stat that stat don't tell you. The stat at the end of the numbers just tells you what happened. Grandmother died. That's why you got to watch film. That's why you guys got to see everything and not just, well, the numbers say that we suck. These guys are going to be able to run the ball because they were able to run the ball because they had an O-line. Let's continue.
You got to take what they give you. We got to tweak some things. We got to scheme some things. It's players and coaches together, working together to get it right.
Yeah.
How pivotal do you see this matchup? Obviously,
We're trying to figure out how these players in this scheme together work the best. And when it's in game time, how we got to mesh it all together. Let's see how it works. We're figuring this out offensively.
Obviously division rivalry that two of the teams that have won the title over the last 6 years. I mean, is this a critical game given the fact that you're probably not going to see NFC South teams until later in the year?
It's a critical game because it's the next game.
Exactly.
Just coming off a loss, you don't want to go with 2 losses in a row, especially into a bye. Whether it was the Saints or anybody else, it'd be a critical game for us.
Exactly. And people try to do that too. Oh, it's the Saints and we don't face another NFC South foe till whatever. So this game, why would that matter? Why would that matter? If we don't face another NFC, it don't matter. If we're up by 3 games, why does it matter who the next game is as the NFC division foe or what? None of that matters. It's just the next game. That's why it matters.
Brought some veteran corners in to work out this morning. Do you know if you expect to make a signing there or if you move forward with what you have?
We're looking at
now this next part, not this,
but
but next part we're going to talk about is very important for the rest of the year.
We may sign one.
Do you expect full availability for Devin White this upcoming weekend if they're going injury?
We'll see how the week goes. Again, I can't comment on his injury until I see him actually running.
Couple more. Stepping in.
Just some good things. He has some things to work on. He made a great play. I know he's a ball hawk. He's dependable. He's reliable because he's a jack of all trades and can do a lot of things for us. And we throw him into some tight spots and he delivers.
I know you're the
I think this is it.
defensive play caller on game days as well as the head coach, but you stand next to Dave Canales. How much interaction do you have with him during the games? I know you let him be autonomous and do his thing, call the plays, but what type of interactions do you have in game? Are you talking about, hey, we want to run the ball here, or you make suggestions, or?
Oh, he's the offensive coordinator. I'm not an.
Now, what he basically asked him is what we've been all waiting to find out. We just talked about it in the stream earlier. How much is he interacting with Dave Canales, right? Are you suggesting, hey, let's run it here, let's do this here? What are you doing? We know you're the defensive coordinator, but you're also the head coach. How much are you interacting with Dave Canales and giving your input with Dave Canales? He starts off by saying, I'm not an offensive coordinator. He answers exactly the question we were wondering earlier today.
Offensive coordinator, guys. I'm not going to sit there and be big brother over Dave and be an offensive coordinator. That's not who I am. That's not what I do. I'll be crazy if I sat up here and told you I was. Do I know offenses? Yeah. Do I know defenses and how they defend? Yes. But you let the guys do their thing and coach football. We all get paid to do a job. Dave is very good at his job. I trust him completely, and we let him go. If we need to talk about timeouts and going for it on 4th down and things like that, we talk about it. But I'm not going to sit there and say, run, pass, run. And it's not football. We let them coach, and we let those guys work together, and they get it done.
That's all we needed to hear. That's all we needed to hear, ladies and gentlemen. That's all we needed to hear. He can't say it any more plain than that. He's not the offensive coordinator. Yes, He'll say whether they need to go for it on fourth down, stuff like that. Do we need to call a timeout? Stuff like that, but that's it. He even said it. I get paid to do a job. He gets paid to do a job. I'm not looking to be big brother over his shoulders. He's the offensive coordinator. I let him do his thing. I don't sit there and say, oh, I think we're going to run. We're going to pass. We should run. We should pass. He even went as far as to say, that's not football. In other words, it's not realistic for a head coach to be focused on one side of the ball and then also chime in so much on the other side of the ball. So now we know it is completely all on Dave Canellis, whether we take too long to start throwing the ball or we take too long to, abandon the run, or if we stick with the run too long, that's all on Dave Canellis. Running on first down while we're on the one that resulted in a safety, that was Dave Canellis' call. So now we know all these calls are everything offensive. This is the same as Byron and Todd. This is what I thought, but I could not confirm until today, until right now. It is now confirmed. This is Todd Bowles' defense, and this is Dave Canellis' offense. He is not babysitting him. He will tell him when to call timeout. He will call the timeouts, and he will say when or when not to go for it on fourth down. If you remember when we were on the red zone, if you remember when we were at the red zone, right before we threw that throw to Mike Evans for the touchdown on Darius Slay, if you remember, the camera looked at Todd Bowles, and I think it was like right after the second down, I think it was, or right before the second down was getting called. Todd Bowles, the camera was on Todd Bowles, and Todd Bowles is looking at somebody. You can't see who he's looking at because the camera's tight on Todd Bowles. And he's going, hey, he's trying to get somebody's attention on the line, on the sideline. He's trying to get somebody else's attention on the sideline. And then he says, hey, you see him put the two out, and he goes like that. And you kind of see it disappear with the camera like that because the camera's so close on Todd Bowles, but you see him go two like that. And that is Todd Bowles telling Dave Canellis, hey, you got two shots. In other words, you got third down and fourth down. You got two shots at this. So whatever you call on third down, just know you have two shots. So don't call a third down like that's your last shot and then go, oh, fourth down. Okay, so now what play do we use? No. I'm letting you know now you got two shots. So you can call a run on third down knowing that you still got fourth down to call a pass if you feel like the run might work. But letting you know you got two downs so you're not scared to run if you think, not telling him to run, but letting him know you got two downs if you think that there might be a shot at taking a run right here like we did, I think it was the Vikings game, where we ran on third down and we got a touchdown. Just letting you know you got two downs. So you got your whole play calling available on third down. You got all the plays available on third down because you got fourth down as well. So those are the things Todd Bowles is going to be doing, and that is it. Letting them know if we're going on fourth down, calling timeouts. That is it. Everything else is on Dave Canellis. Protecting the quarterback from themselves, knowing when to abandon the run, knowing how long to stick with the run, all that stuff. Game planning, play calling, all that. Dave Canellis, he is the offensive coordinator. So now we know we can go into the next game understanding that we don't have to. If you see people, oh, I can't believe Todd Bowles, all he wants to do is run. He's playing it safe. Stop. It's not. First of all, Dave Canellis has came on camera on a press conference and said Todd Bowles don't want to be safe. He's not trying to play safe. That's not why he wanted me here, not to sit here and play it safe. He doesn't want turnovers, of course, but he didn't call me to be the offensive coordinator to play safe football and conservative. He didn't call him there to play safe and conservative football. So we know that's not Todd Bowles. So When you see fans comment in the comment section, tweeting their tweets, Facebooking, oh my God, Todd Bowles, all he wants to do is run. He's playing safe. And that it's not Todd Bowles. It's all Dave Canellis. It's Dave Canellis. Oh, he's too aggressive. That'll be on Dave Canellis. Oh, he's not aggressive enough. That'll be on Dave Canellis. Oh, he keeps running the ball. That'll be on Dave Canellis. He's not opening up the playbook. That'll be on Dave Canellis. There is no Todd Bowles is not making any adjustments or any halftime adjustments on offense. That'll be on Dave Canellis. That's not Todd Bowles. So now we know, we are informed. We know, we got it. Mark it down. Let's continue to watch these games with that information in mind. And again, when you see these Buck fans, casuals who do not know what they're talking about, when they're blaming a certain person for something that they should not be blaming them for, let them know. It's your man RTP, Skull Gang in the building. I'll see you guys next time I see you. Deuce. And this is why you have to make sure your notification bell is set on all, everything. Because if it's not set on everything, you will not be notified when we go live. See you guys next time.